you said you wanted to build a monster here. What about this opportunity joining the Big 12 was so intriguing to you for taking this job?
Well, I think the level of talent in this state that should be attracted to UCF, Orlando, what we're going to build, the type of assistant coaches we're going to have, the player development, and then going to the Big 12 conference with a chance to compete in that and take this program to something it's never been to.
When you watch from afar, what's been the missing thing in the last 20 years that hasn't gone from where it was when you were?
Well, I think they were close. Like, we were close a bunch of times, one pitcher short. It's getting enough depth on the mound that you can make the runs in the NCAA tournament or the conference tournament, or when the games become the games. We have to get a little more dynamic athletically overall, and you're asking me 10 years from now, I'm going to tell you the same thing. Like, we have to get dynamic swing and miss pitchers, and we're going to have to get athletic defenders in the field and play a brand of baseball that can sustain to win the game.
One thing that I don't know if people know, maybe fans are, but you've been a UCF fan ever since you left. I remember I'd go to road games and I'd see you in the stands, like at Kansas State in 2010, at Louisville in 2013.
Kansas State with that terrible storm?
Yeah, and you're there in the stands with UCF. You're on. So I mean, this place means something to you.
It does. I mean, obviously the relationship of this area. My mom took a job here with Coca-Cola in '92. I was in St. Louis. We were getting ready to move, and the first shirt she brought me home was a UCF like tank top for an 11-year-old kid. But that was the first shirt. Came here, embraced it, loved every part of this, and this is a special place to me.
What's your pitch to recruits? This seems like a place where there's so much opportunity to do something special. So what is your pitch?
Correct. That's the biggest part, is a place like this that is capable of doing amazing things, capable of doing things that have never been done before, and truly capable of it. That's the pitch. Come here, we're going to develop the heck out of you, and you got a chance to do something and build something that no one else has done.
How much was the opportunity to join the Big 12, the first, this next step for you? How much of that was attractive to you to come here?
I mean, of course it's attractive. I'm coming to UCF and we're playing high school games. Like, this is my home, this is where I want to be. The Big 12 is obviously an added, extremely nice bonus.
Maybe we see it more in football and basketball. How does NIL affect college baseball nowadays?
Yeah, it's real. It's out there. Obviously at Florida State we deal with it heavily. It's something we're going to have to continue to grow. It's needed for this program. I will push for it. We will do everything we can. That's college athletics in 2023. We'll adjust to that.
How important is it to build a fence?
So much. I mean, you got married to Rose and Black. What makes you such a college baseball fan?
College baseball doesn't matter how tall you are, doesn't matter how fast you are. Like, it's going to give you a chance. It's going to give you a chance. And some of these guys are out here, 18 to 22-year-olds, and they might be playing their last game ever, and they know it. And they're fighting tooth and nail to try to get another game to play. That's very rare in our sport. And I think the big leaguers know they got 162 games, and not every game is the same. This is a little different.
You've seen
Should have worn a tank top to this.
you've seen Big 12 baseball from the opposing dugout. How much better is it? How much different is it from the American?
From the American, obviously I haven't coached in the American, but knowing like East Carolina, like every team is going to be similar to East Carolina. If you want to look at that, it's just another level. It just is.
Since the last coach was dismissed, there were multiple players that entered the transfer portal. What's going to be your plan with those guys? Are you going to contact them, or what can you do?
I mean, if they want to come back, I'm more than welcome to take them back. Obviously, I was involved with some of them. At that point, I'm working for Florida State, and I have to do my job, and that's college athletics in 2023. But we're going to use the transfer portal both ways, and if they want to come back, I'm here for them. But we'll see where that goes.
The current and former players here, but a lot of UCF coaches are here too. What does that mean? You see that support?
I mean, like I said, this is a family, and to build what we want to build at UCF, it's going to take a village, and I've never met Gus Malzahn before. I've just seen him and throwing a lot of booms around, and for him to show up at my press conference was pretty special.
What's your recruiting signature?
I think we got to do the same thing. Like, that's the UCF way, right? I hadn't even thought about that, but like, why fix it if it ain't broke?
What did Coach Bergman and Coach Kozar mean to you? You coached under both those guys, got your career started as a player and then a volunteer in the GA. What do those two guys mean to you?
I'm not coaching without both of them. He gave me an opportunity, and honestly, Coach Bergman gave me opportunities to grow that when I think about it, now as a head coach, I don't know if I'm going to stick a 23-year-old against Rice in the #1 team in the country at third base and tell him to coach third base and figure it out. I'm sure glad he did. It helped me as a coach. The relationship with both of them is still, I mean, I talk to Coach Berman once a week. If I don't talk to Craig Kozar twice a day, it's a bad day. So they've always been my role models and will continue to be.
You mentioned the former players and alumni. My son played here. How can they help you now?
Well, I want them involved. There's things we have to do here from a fundraising stance, from NIL to facility to player development pieces. But I want them around because I want our guys to see them and understand, like, you're part of a family and they're going to be around, and what we're doing, they're not by themselves. They're still here and part of this thing, and this is their home.
You voted to be here sooner than now, but you had to go through the journey that you did to get here today.
Correct. You're talking 20 years of different jobs in different parts of the country, trying to grow what I can do and see how great I could be with this. Went from sleeping in my car at rest stops to finally getting to a place like Notre Dame where we could do something special that really hadn't been done in a long time there. So to grow through that and handle all that, I mean, I think that's why I know I'm ready right now.
You're a better coach today because of those experiences.
100%. 100%.
How much does this mean to you going from player, coach, and now head coach right here at UCF?
I mean, I don't know a lot of guys that have done that. So to do that in a place that I love, that's home, words cannot express how special that is.
Just to add on that, you are the first alum to be named a head coach in a sport of this organization.
That's pretty neat. Somebody needs to write that down for me. So, what's that?
What was the process like when finding out that this was a possibility to Terry making the phone call and you accepted?
The process was, I mean, I talked to David Hansen a couple weeks ago. I interviewed with Terry and Dr. Cartwright, and honestly, 24 hours later, they called and offered me the job, and I think I accepted before he finished saying it.
Thank you so much.
Going to be his first season with the 3 full-time assistant coaches. What does that mean to be able to have that extra assistant for your first head coach? Is there anyone in mind that you think of what quality you want?
Well, I think the way the staff is situated now, you're looking at all 5 members of your coaching staff to have on-field responsibilities, maybe not instruction, but an ability to hit a fungo, to throw BP, to be a baseball coach instead of more of an administrative role.
Are you considering retaining the existing assistant?
Yeah, we're still working through that. I haven't yet to talk to him, but yes.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it.